Sorry?
Because Fred's mad at his brother for beating him up when he was little, but, you know,
100 years ago.
Everybody's brother beats him up.
Well, that's one of the things.
Oh.
But
what else did he do?
Yeah, what did he do to you?
If that wasn't it, what was it?
Anything sexual
You
going
wore
on?
a bad toupee like Bobo.
Hey, come on.
I'm sorry, Bobo.
Did he didn't rape you or anything, did he?
No.
Oh,
no.
too bad. That would have been a good
That would have
story.
been a great story, right?
And that would have been a real reason
but
to
I
hate
take
him.
that to Oprah. I wouldn't take that here.
I don't know why they didn't talk originally, but I think that when Fred's nephew came up and got on the air and said, "How come you never call my dad?" I think that probably made it worse. But I don't know what the original reason is why they didn't speak.
Yeah, I told you, because Fred used to get beat up by his big brother.
He says that's one of the things.
And he taunted him. You know how big brothers always do that. I mean, my 8-year-old, she's going to hate her 2 older sisters.
Oh, please.
Really?
They're just absolutely awful to her. I mean, you know, they're all awful to each other. They're
torture
sisters.
each other.
Yeah, sisters torture each other. I mean,
Aren't the 2 older ones pretty tight, or are they mean too?
yeah, no, they're tight. They're all tight. They love each other. All 3 of them love each other. But they can get brutal with one another.
The young one always gets it bad.
Yeah, she gets it the worst, and I go crazy.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Was Fred ever circumcised?
No.
Oh, everybody knows
Everybody
that.
knows that's no.
Okay, when Fred goes
Fred,
away...
you want to confirm?
I can confirm that conclusively.
That didn't happen over the holidays.
No change there.
No change.
I'm letting no one near that.
This is a big holiday.
Yeah, you know, we got together, and, you know, what the hell.
At Christmas, bring out the knife.
Right.
Okay, when Fred goes away on radio station gigs, he likes to bring a picture with him. Is it his wife or is it his dog?
It's both. We all know this, Bobo.
Okay, well, there's some other good ones.
You bring something good.
You bring a picture of your dogs and a picture of your wife.
Yeah, pretty much.
And more pictures of your dogs than your wife, honestly. I mean,
Well, maybe.
I mean, he has 2
Depending on
dogs
the
at
day.
least. So is it separate pictures or the
He
dogs
used to bring
together?
the big glossy pictures of his dog, remember? No wife pictures.
No, he has separate pictures of his dog and then of his wife. I know this because I've seen them.
Okay.
What happened was, when we went to California is when I saw it, and someone said to me, listen, let's work our way into Fred's room. We'll come up with an excuse. And just take a casual glance at his dresser. He's got pictures set up of his wife and his dogs.
It's the first thing he unpacks, I think.
Yeah.
So I said, I don't believe it. So we went in, somehow, and the fact that we got into Fred's room was a miracle.
Right, I don't know what pretense you used.
Or something like, hey, let's go right in a different room. Whatever it was. And
Let's go check out the mini bar.
yeah. And then, yeah, that's what it was, actually.
Yeah, it was probably something innocent like that.
Everyone was arguing over whose mini bar they were using. And we walked in, and sure enough, there they were. A picture of Fred's wife, and then a slew of dog pictures.
Were they framed?
Yeah.
Frame.
They were absolutely framed.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
And we didn't say anything. We just kind of, like, looked at
Just
them.
observed.
Yeah.
It's a big commitment to go to a hotel and bring any pictures to put on a dresser. You know, I mean, why would you do that anyway?
Well, Fred tried to say his wife packed them.
Oh.
But
He put them out.
he did. He displayed them. I never saw a guy, like, on a 2-day trip display pictures.
Yeah, of
Right.
dogs.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's nice.
He missed his dog. That's all. That's nice. Yeah, you're sitting right next to him. So, yeah, that's
I mean,
nice.
you know, I'm kind of like moving away. That's nice, man.
Hey, good for you.
There you go.
It's comforting.
Goodness.
Road trips are funny. You learn stuff about Fred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you say that Fred associates with Jackie off the show, yes or no?
No.
No.
No?
Right, Fred?
No.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, no. He's no
Those
Jackie
guys
fan.
were always tight, I figure, they kept the relationship.
No, they were never really tight.
No?
No, don't kid yourself. And Fred was, Fred felt that Jackie did the show wrong, so...
But didn't Jackie take him and his wife out for the anniversary or something, or steakhouse or
That
something?
was when we were all working together.
Yeah.
That's different.
Well.
Fred's the consummate professional. He puts
He
those...
maintains ties when necessary.
When necessary. Actually, Jackie invited Fred and his wife, so he went. Go ahead.
Okay, if the radio station caught fire and everybody made it out safely except Stuttering John and Benji, and Fred can only save one of them, who would you think Fred would choose, John or Benji?
Let me think about that.
I can answer that.
What would you say?
Benji.
Why?
He hates Stuttering John.
Does he?
Yes.
It's a convoluted way to ask who he hates.
Is Robin right, Fred?
Can I choose neither?
No.
No, you got to choose one.
You got
You gotta
to
choose one.
I'm not rocking that back in that building. I might get burned.
No, you got to. No, you
I'm
got
not
to
a
choose
professional.
one. You got to
It's
choose
going to
one.
be easy
You
for you
gotta
to
choose
save
one, Fred.
one, but you,
You
can
know,
only save one.
unfortunately, I'd have to choose John because he's got kids.
That's what he would say.
Oh.
He knew you would pick him.
Wow.
But if he didn't have kids...
If you didn't have kids, forget it. Let them burn.
What if it was Benji, John, and your dog photos?
Dog photos.
Dog photos.
It's all pictures of your dog.
Dog pictures.
Even if John has kids, dog photos.
Kids or no kids. You're cooking, baby.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, if Fred had the chance to change the hands of time, Do you think he would remarry Allison or date some hot stripper?
I don't think he'd date a hot stripper. He's not that type of guy. He wants, a woman of substance.
Right.
But I don't think he would remarry, no.
No, come on.
No, I think he would.
Really? Fred, what would you say?
That's a loaded question, and I'm not going to answer it.
So
and
I'm
the
right.
answer is no, yeah.
No, it's not right. Because that's a dumb... What is it, marry a stripper or my... Of course
Not
I'd marry my
marry.
wife again.
No,
How do
I'm
I know
saying
that?
not marry a stripper, just
See,
be
that's
single.
even a bad question anyways.
It is?
No, it'd be better to ask, like, would I date strippers if...
No, that's not the question. I'm rewording the question.
No, I'd marry my wife.
If you go back in time,
I'd marry her again.
you would marry your wife again?
Absolutely.
I don't believe you.
How far back?
Sorry.
A week?
Go ahead.
Okay. And all the time you know Fred and have worked with him, Howard, and would you say that Fred has at some point lied to you about something big or small? What would Fred ever say?
I don't feel Fred's a liar, no.
I feel, yes, he must have.
Ah.
Really? I don't...
Well, maybe just conceal.
well, he doesn't volunteer
yeah,
information.
he conceals everything.
Who knew he reconciled with his brother till you asked the question?
Right, see?
Who knew he had changed his name?
Who knew he had changed his name?
That's
Who
not
knew?
lying.
Who knew he ever acted in any movies?
Right.
Who
He's
who
just
knew
not
anything?
telling you something.
He just doesn't tell you.
There's not a lot to report.
He just doesn't tell you anything.
Okay, if Fred died tomorrow, do you think you know enough about him as a friend, Howard? What do you think Fred would say?
No.
No?
Could you eulogize Fred with some... Well, you certainly could have your anecdotes, but
Yeah.
would it really be the Fred he thinks he is? No.
No.
Thanks, Robin.
I don't want to do Fred's eulogy. I don't want to do anybody's eulogy because I'm going to tell you
The
something.
closer she gets to menopause, the meaner she gets.
I haven't been to a lot of funerals, but the few that I've been to, the guy who does the eulogy always gets up and says something so beautiful and moving and makes the crowd cry.
I never know anybody.
No, I'm talking about somebody personal who gets up. Like Dr. Lou's dad died like a year ago. And I went to the funeral, or the service. And Lou got up and made the most beautiful, moving speech. And I know Lou. Lou hates getting up in front of people.
Right, he's not like a public speaker.
Not at all. But he spoke about his father. I mean, it made me cry. Because, I really loved Dr. Lou's dad. He was a good guy. And he was always nice to us as kids growing up. So, I mean, but when he spoke about him, I got very touched. And I said, I know more about Dr. Lou's dad than my own dad. I don't really know much about my dad, except he yelled at me a lot.
That's going to be a eulogy?
Yeah, I would get up. I go, well, I know everyone wants me to say something, but I think it would be better served if somebody who knew my father got up and said something. Somebody who really actually got to know the guy.
Dad, thanks for yelling.
I play my tapes of my dad yelling at me.
This is the guy I remember.
Here's the guy I knew.
Shut up! Sit down!
It'd be like Libya's funeral.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Nobody thinking of a nice...
I told you not to be stupid, you moron.
Oh, dear.
But
what about, you couldn't give us a touching, moving eulogy about Fred?
I couldn't do it about anybody.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even me? Now I'm hurt.
I couldn't. I really couldn't. I'm not good at finding those words. I'm not an emotional guy. People die, I can go on.
I'm not saying you shouldn't go on.
I'm just saying.
But stop for a second.
I'm not that touched.
Yeah, just pause for 1 second. Say a few words.
My analyst said I'm a removed personality.
Yeah, you're just you are.
Yeah. When he said that, I was devastated.
Were you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I never knew it. I never thought about that I'm removed, but I'm a removed person. Meaning, you know what removed? Removed means you're not there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not around.
Yeah, I'm not there.
You just, where are you?
It's like I'm neither here nor there.
Yeah,
I'm
we
removed.
were out on Saturday night. And one person turned to me and they said, Howard, I can't believe how cold he is.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, what are you talking about?
See, I would use the word cold.
I said, no, I think he's extremely shy. I don't think he's cold.
I think I'm distracted.
Maybe, because
I'm thinking.
people
A removed
are,
Howard Stern.
looking for something. And then they said, well, he could at least have you said goodbye when he was leaving.
I say goodbye to everybody.
She said you never said goodbye to her.
Yeah, well, you know, that's why people think I'm cold. I don't know who she is. I wouldn't recognize her to say goodbye. Whoever was standing there, I say goodbye to.
Right, and it was just me.
So Howard,
I didn't realize the people you were with were even important. I was just like, I was there to see the show.
You sat me at the table?
Well, I mean, I didn't know I got there for 5 minutes before the show, and Robin and I went out Saturday night, and you know, I'm involved with you and Tom Trisano, and I don't remember what she looked like. This other person. If she was standing there, I would have said goodbye.
Oh, it was so funny because I was like, I've had nights with Howard where he doesn't say goodbye to me. Don't feel bad.
You know what's funny, though? Seriously?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think people expect something from me that I can't give them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, everyone's waiting for a personal something.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, gee, do I have to work that hard? How come everybody else can sit there like a lummox?
But Howard, you said you would never feel a human connection with somebody, huh?
It's hard for me, you know. Yeah. It's hard for me to feel human connections. I don't understand it.
I was very touched after she said that she did say goodbye to me. I was like, wow, I guess I rang.
Yeah. But it's funny because, like, my mom will say, you're such a warm, loving person. I go, no, I'm good at pretending to be a warm, loving person. I don't know what it is to actually be one.
Now, you're very polite and respectful, but deep down, you can tell you don't care. You can care less. I mean, I figured it out. I've been out with you maybe 3 times outside of the show, and I figured that out.
Exactly it.
You know, John and I have talked about this in the past. I mean, John's been with you for 10 years. I've been with you for like 18 years.
Yeah.
When I get like a written compliment from you, I want to like frame it and hang it up.
Really? It's just because I think I'm so warm.
No, but when you send me a note on Lotus Notes and you said something, you know, hey, that was a great job or something like that, it's like. Because they don't come often.
Should I be doing that every day?
No. Nobody's saying that.
No, but more than once every 2 years would be nice.
Well, I just feel you're doing your job, and I haven't fired you, so you must know you're okay.
I understand that, and I understand that's the way you think. Once in a while, it's okay to hear that it's all right.
You know what I think? You know, seriously, I think of you as an equal. I'm being serious. This show is as much yours as it is mine. You should write me and compliment me as much as I can.
Did you write him a note?
No. When have you ever written me a note saying, hey, Howard, you did a good interview with somebody?
Actually, the Paul McCartney one, if you remember.
Yeah, 100 times. Once in a million interviews.
No, once, and then after the World Trade Center, I wrote you a note.
Really?
On how you handled that, too. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And you wrote me back, like 2 months later.
Well, there you go.
So it was nice.
Well, there you go. It's enough. Okay. So 2 times in, what, 20 years you wrote me?
No, it's in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Now, Kimmy from Survivor was a great interview, too. Let me say that.
Howard.
Admiral Schwarzkopf.
Did Fred ever do it with a woman, yes or no?
No.
Yes.
No.
Fred?
Yes.
It was?
Yeah.
Was it your mother?
But we already answered
Was
that
it your
question.
mother?
His mother loved I know that.
Was it your brother?
Who knew?
It's in his blood.
The whole Norris family loved
There you go. Who knew?
But Fred, you've never received like your mom. I mean, you've given
Not to my knowledge.
Right.
Okay. Who does Fred consider to be the least closest to him on the show? Robin, Benji, Gary, John, and I'll throw Artie in the mix.
I have no idea. Let me think. The least.
Put the clock on.
Close.
Fred's a very removed person.
He's also removed.
You know what? I'm removed, and he's removed squared. So I would say, I don't think anybody matters to Fred.
Oh.
Wow.
That I don't think is
Nah,
true.
you gotta.
Wow, that's brutal.
I didn't. Hey, I'm in the same
think
club.
Of all
Robin,
those
what'd you
people
say
that
that
you
for?
mentioned, me, Artie,
Yeah, I haven't known him that
Robin,
long, so
Benji, Gary, John, or Artie?
I figure Artie, since Artie hasn't been here that long.
Right.
No, I don't think. I think Artie's his best friend because he hasn't been here that long.
He hasn't learned to hate him yet.
Yeah. I think it's either me or you.
Well, you've given me a lot of history, Robin.
I like
All right,
Fred.
are we
I
done
think
with
he's a
Fred?
very interesting guy.
Are we done with this?
Hey, Howard, can I have a TiVo or something?
No, we don't have anything.
You're
No.
recycling old questions.
What about my Movado watch? I can use a watch.
You could use new hair.
Yeah, we'll give you new hair.
No, we won't.
Howard's going to write you a compliment on a note.
Dear Bobo.
Howard,
I have a cardboard box for you.
how about a watch or something?
You know, Bobo, come on.
Okay, all right.
Send Howard a watch.
But I do want to know, who do you feel the least close to, Fred?
You've already answered the question. It's Artie. He's been here the shortest.
All right.
All right. There it is. Thank you, Bobo.
Okay, man. Nice talking with you guys.
Nice talking to you.
Bye-bye.
Here's a question about Bobo that I want you to answer.
right.
How many times is that guy going to call and then at the end ask for gifts and we're going to tell him no?
Every time.
goddamn-
Desperately
Every
tries to
time.
figure out a game
Yeah.
so he can ask for something at the end of it.
Yeah. It's a game.
Hey, Howard, I got a game for you.
Do I get a prize? We got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.